Hello everyone, this is Diana with the Paper Pineapple, and today I get to show my completed Week in the Life album. I'm super excited. I just finished it and I just wanted to show you. Here's the front cover. I used some Heidi Swap puppy stickers. I just put daily and this cute little heart. This is like a canvas album. This is actually like a mixed media album that I purchased at a really good price at Michael's, and I decided just to make it my own for my Week in the Life. I added this cute little tassel that I got from a little summer swap with Veronica, from Who is Veronica Creates, and I've been hoarding it, and I just thought, you know what, this is a perfect time to use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So I went ahead and added this to it, and then I just added the Week in the Life with some stickers there. And so yeah, that's it. This is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and dig into it. I decided this album actually came with brown sheets, these little plastic dividers, some pockets, and all kinds of cool things to add memorabilia in. And so I just used this one, this plastic cover, and I just decided to put Week in the Life 2022, June 27th through July 3rd. That's the week that I decided to do Week in the Life. And I did this on my Cricut machine. It's just vinyl, and yeah, just added that on there. And here's just a quick picture of my living room area, and then this is a picture of my house, my front of my house. And this, I picked up this quote, and it says, "We tell ourselves stories in order to live," by Joan Didion. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. And then the year, and then the names of my children and their ages. And so I know I've already done a couple of process videos throughout the album, so some of this might be repetition. The only thing I did not show was Saturday and Sundays, and so that will be new. But other than that, I've done process videos here and there. It's taken me a while because I went on vacation and then came back, and then you know how that goes, the kids and doing all the summer fun activities. And so it was kind of it just took me a while to finally be done with it, but I'm so excited to finally get to show you my completed album. So this is Mondays. This is the same for all of them. I use the same formula for all of the days. I just printed out Monday, and for this day I used yellow. I did a tab punch here with a sticker. I always put in my big picture on this side, and I did do these gold cardstock cutouts with my Cricut machine, and I just did abbreviations for every day of the week. And then I put in the date, June 27th, and then I did a timestamp as well. This day, Veronica and my daughter and I, we went and took a little trip to Sacramento, and we went to IKEA, and so that was a picture of that. And then this little 3x4 card, I will always journal about what the big picture is about. And then I will pick 12 of these little 2x2 pictures, and then I timestamp each one of the pictures with the things that I did. Here's my little friend, she's Sophie. I always water my garden in the morning. This typical date took my daughter to her ortho appointment to check her retainers. My husband was already working in Hawaii. My husband's in the military, and he travels a lot for his job, working on aircraft, and so he was already there, and I was kind of jelly. I was telling Veronica, I'm so jelly that he's there, but I told him to send me pictures. So he sent me these 2 pictures of where he was staying at, timestamp that. And then our lunch, we happened to go to In-N-Out, and then the time of when we arrived to IKEA, and then we took some pictures of while we were in there, what we came home with. And then we decided to take a little pit stop at Gunther's ice cream shop, and they also had like these fruit freezes, and my daughter and I wanted to try those, and Veronica got some ice cream, and it was really good. And then by 9 o'clock we were already heading back. I will have a 4x6 picture for every day as well of something that I want to remember. And so I just put a white tab there and stamp it, add some stickers. And I want to remember these fun road trips. This is a photo of my daughter and Veronica and I in the car. And then today we went to Gunther's ice cream shop. So this is a cool shot of the inside of it. It kind of reminds me of like a retro ice cream shop, like a kind of like those retro diners. And so I had to take a picture of the inside. And then for all of the days, I will have a flip out, a doily with an ephemera piece at the top with some pop-up embellishment. And this will flip out like this. And this is where I journaled about each day. The loving, watching, listening, eating, working, driving, cleaning, reading, dreaming, worrying, struggling, and playing. So yeah, all of those are personal and, you know, relates to the day, through that day. And for each day, I also put a gratitude for the day and my feelings about today. So that these cards I also made on my own, as well as this. I just printed them out and cut them for each of the day of the week. So that concludes Monday. And then these are the little pockets that it came with, and I added all our receipts of the day. And I just put an ephemera piece there. And then Tuesday I decided to do blue. And here's my picture for the day. I usually take the dogs out to go to the bathroom. And this day I forgot to put my date stamp and my time stamp. So I decided just to use my rolling date and just added the time. This is actually not our dog. It's a Yorkie next door, but she always jumps over. Her name's Zoe, and she likes to play with our doggies. So we have a Pomeranian, a Chihuahua, a Frenchie, and then this is a Yorkie. And so they all play well together, and I thought that was cute. I wanted to take a picture of them hanging out in the back. And then here's a 3x4, and then I journal about that, the morning playtime. And then these are the 12 pictures of the day. There's a quick pic of the front of them, and then my son playing, and then our Frenchie Sophie, and then me making bacon and making their favorite breakfast, which is bacon and egg biscuit sandwiches. I usually used to give them tater tots, but I had none, so I just gave them fries. And then some grapes, and then I Marco Polo with my friend Blossom. And then this is a picture of my husband, of him in the hangar, because he's in aviation and he works on helicopters, and so there's a cool picture of him in the hangar. So I decided to put Hawaii and the timestamp, so I knew exactly where that picture was taken of. And then it's a picture of me driving to my friend's house, my friend Veronica and my friend Amy. We had a girls' night in, and we decided to watch a movie. And I had to take a picture of this because Veronica always brings in these cute little Trader Joe's snackies, she calls it. And so I had to take a picture of our popcorn and our snacks. And then my husband sent me a picture of his lunch, so I had to put in what that was. And then later Veronica hung out and we craft, so we usually craft together. And there's a picture of my husband on his way back home, or not home, but on his way back to his room. You know what I thought was so weird is that I would tell him, hey, Tim, send me a picture of what it looks like right now. And right, like, let's just say right now is like 9:00 p.m. here and it's dark here. Well, you know, it's a 2-hour difference over there, and so it's like 7. So like it's like light out. So I was just like, that is so weird, right? Anyway, I just thought that was funny. And then I had a church meeting, and so I decided to take a picture of us together. Then here is I Want to Remember movie nights with my girls, and I decided to put these little ticket stubs that happen to be part of the little collection from Bo Bunny. And then I put Let's Hang Out, and then You're My Person, I Miss My Husband, I Can't Wait to Be in His Arms Again because I was missing him. And then here is Tuesday's Flip Out, and then here's Tuesday's info, and then the gratitude and the feeling about today. Then Wednesdays was pink. I did a pink tab. And then this happens to be a picture of my best friend went out for lunch. We usually like to get together at least once. But if we can squeeze in more, that'd be great. She's really busy. She's a high school teacher, and it's just kind of difficult to find time to meet. But I'm so glad that we got to meet. We had lunch, we caught up. That was on the 29th. And then I decided to write about lunch date with Bestie. And then here is a 4x6 pictures. It says Simply the Best. And I Want to Remember Reading with You, which my boy and I, we've been reading all the Harry Potter books in order, and we just finished The Goblet of Fire, and now we are on The Order of the Phoenix. So I love this, and I just want to remember this, so I had to put that in there. And then currently that's my makeup routine. And then I just decided to add this here because I had a couple of messages. These are my Marco Polos and my friend Amy and Veronica. And then these are my 12 pictures for the day. Me getting ready, making breakfast. I actually decided to do my nails. I do my own nails. And then me getting ready, my outfit of the day. And then our current favorite place to eat, Sakura Chaya. And then this was our lunch. And then there's a picture of my best friend and I. We've been friends for over 30 years. And then I'm dropping off my daughter at cheer practice because she's in a varsity cheer and she's going to be going in as a freshman. And so I wanted to document that. Then we had a little play date over my friend Blossom's house. And again, our reading time. And then I decided to take a picture of my nails. And then this is actually my husband's drive back to the room at 9:05 our time, but look, the light. So I wanted to document that. And then here's a Wednesday's flip out. Decided to put this cute little butterfly. So very similar, all the same, everything. So I thought that was easiest to do because I knew exactly what was coming up next. But it's all personalized to the day. So I hope to be able to go back and enjoy this as well as my children. Here's Thursdays. It's like a tealy green color. This day I had a lunch date also with another friend of mine and a play date for our boys. And so like I decided to write about that and journal about that and my Thursday. And then my 4x6 picture. I want to remember baking cookies for my kiddos because I took cookies. We shared, she made burgers and I brought desserts and drinks. This is happiness, small details, and then my daughter loves me making her smoothies. She also makes her own smoothies, but you know, when mama makes it, it's just so much better, right? So I wanted to remember making smoothies for Joss. And then these are just the pictures throughout the day. My son and I will both either water our garden or he just wakes up and he does it himself, and I wanted to document that. I love that. And then a picture of our tea towels that Veronica and I picked up at IKEA. And then me making the smoothie, the lunch that we had at my friend Nikki's. And then it's a picture of her daughter Emily. She's adorable. And then just drinks. And then she actually went on a vacation to Tahiti and she brought me back these two. One's a soap and the other one's like tanning lotion. And I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for my husband because my husband's always trying to find ways to tan. Not me, because you could obviously see that I'm already like a really tan colored. But yeah, I wanted to document that. We had corn on the cob, and my kids peeled the leaves off, the ears off the corn. Then this is actually me packing. And then Veronica had brought us salads and I hadn't had a chance to eat mine. And so I decided to eat that as a light dinner before going to bed. And that's me watching my show, eating my salad. And then this is me finally packed for the next day. And then here's the piece here. And I just stamped, oh yes. And then these are the details for the day, gratitude and feelings. And then I decided just to put one of these little plastic dividers in, and I just took this quote again. It says, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now, by Hamilton. I believe that's Alexander Hamilton. And then this is Fridays. Fridays is an orange, and this is the day that I flew out to be with my husband. And we decided that it'd just be like a little mini getaway, a little second honeymoon, because we did go to Hawaii on our honeymoon and I had not been back since. So it just was great just to add this. It just happened to be, it was just a surprise. It really wasn't really planned. So, so yeah, it's nice to have all these wonderful, beautiful pictures in this album, which I plan to do a separate album just of Hawaii because there's just so many pictures, right? So I just absolutely love this picture. It's just so gorgeous how blue it is. Like, you think it's fake, you think it's Photoshop, you think that it has filters, but it's not. It's just so beautiful. So, and this looks like a scratch, but it's actually somebody on a jet ski or on a boat. And so you could just see the white line. So that was July 1st at 4:00 p.m. I did the 4x4 card, and I document about flying solo because this is actually the first time I flew by myself by plane. I've always had children with me, my husband with me, my family, my dad, you know, just always someone. And so I kind of journaled a little bit about that because I kind of had a fear of flying by myself, and I almost didn't want to go because I didn't want to fly. But I said, I can do this. I'll put my big girl panties on and I will do this because I want to go be with my husband, right? So I did it, and I journaled about that. And then it's just a picture of me looking out the window. I want to remember that I was brave enough to fly alone. So that was big for me. You know, conquering my fears and like flying on a plane by myself and afraid of heights, different things. So I just thought that was cool that I was able to conquer my fear. And then I decided to stamp these days. And this is just a picture of us. We were just walking in Hawaii, and I just wanted that. It says Ala Moana. And then I put walking down the streets in Hawaii. And so this pretty much consisted of my day, getting up at 5 in the morning to get dressed, at the airport, waiting for my flight, and then while we're in the airplane, the drink and the snack that they gave us, and then finally arriving in Hawaii at the airport. My husband picked me up, and he had just got off of work, so we went to the room, and I just decided to take a selfie because I was tired. The flight, oh my gosh, was so long. So from where I'm at, I flew to the LAX, and then from LAX to Hawaii was a 6-hour flight, and my knees were killing me. So I decided to take a picture of me laying down, and I just added all smiles because I was finally there, and they were just walking and exploring. We ended up having dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe. We shared some nachos, and we split a pineapple burger. And then we had pulled pork nachos, and then just little pineapples. Of course, I had to take pictures of all the pineapples. And then we walked to a Harley Davidson shop because my husband has a Harley, and we just visit. That's like one of our things, is we go and visit Harley Davidson shops, and he'll get a shirt, and he'll get like a chip or a pin. So that is one of his things. So we always do that. So I just stamp here are the memories, all smiles. Here's another memory piece, a doily, and then again all the happenings of the day. Then here is a pocket that I'm going to decide to put in like receipts and stuff like that. So I'll put that in there and just left it open for me to use. And then Saturday, so this is all new here. Saturday I did gray, and then this is a picture of my husband, and we were out at the beach at Waikiki Beach. Look how beautiful the water is. I just can't get over it. It's just the amazing views, you guys. And then just put in Saturday, and a 3x4 card. And I just talk about my husband and I, you know, walking on the beach. And then here's my 4x6. I want to remember our outings in Hawaii. And my husband doesn't really like to take selfies, but he does it for me. And I tell him, thank you. I know you don't care about posting selfies or anything like that, because my husband doesn't like social media. He doesn't do any of it, but he knows that taking pictures with me is important. I want to document it. I want my kids to have it as a memory. And you know, we get old, and then time goes by, and then if we don't have it, we'll forget about it. And so I tell him it's so important, so he'll do it for me. So, and then I'll just take pictures. Like, he didn't know that I was taking this picture of him, but I just love always taking pictures of my husband. You know, I love him. I want him also in my layouts. And here is I put travel, and then I wanted to remember, oh no, what did I put? Oh yeah, I already said the outings in Hawaii. The bravery of our armed forces in Pearl Harbor. So we got to go to the historic site, and I was just like in awe, like all the things that I learned from there. I mean, I've already learned about it in school, but just like watching videos and seeing all this stuff, it just like hit very, like, it was just so different when you actually get to experience that. So that was a very special place and moment, and the bravery of the people that were there that survived. I have such great respect and thank everybody who served in the past and the present and future. So yeah, that was really, really cool. And so then these are just pictures of throughout the day, 6 in the morning. I don't know, I really struggled sleeping in. Usually I would think like, oh, vacation, oh, finally I get to sleep in. But I was really wide awake. I just wanted to get up and just be well, you know, just wanted to do things. So my husband and I were up early. And my husband's already an early morning person. I am not. I'm a late night owl. My husband's a morning person. But during the trip, I was up early. This is a view from our hotel. Then this is a picture of us on the elevator, and then a picture of my husband, and then us driving. I just love seeing the blue skies and the palm trees. And this is just a picture of the first, when you walk in at Pearl Harbor Historic Sites, and took a quick picture of that. And then us taking a selfie. And then we ended up going to Cocoa Head, which is voted one of the top restaurants for brunch on the Food Network. And so we decided to go there. It was really good. Everything there is brunch. So I took a picture of my husband's food because I just went like, I just wanted an omelet. And my husband liked the traditional food, which is the loco moco. And it's like white rice with gravy and egg, and I forget, I don't know if this was shrimp or can't remember what that was, but he said it was really good. And so, and then it's so pretty and colorful, and I just had to snap a picture of it. And then we went back to go get in the pool, and my husband tanned, I read, and then again out on the beach. And then we went into town to go get something to eat, and there was like a luau at the marketplace, and so we were at the very, very top, and so I took a picture of that. And then here is Saturday happenings and the gratitude and feelings about the day. And then the last day, which is Sunday, is in bright pink. And I just love this picture as well. It's just like very cool. So on the last day, we went to a luau. We went to Chief's Luau, and it was on the 3rd, and the time stamped for that, for this picture. It was so awesome. I learned so much from the people's culture and music, food. They had an awesome, like, they fed us and they entertained us with all these amazing dancers. It was just so amazing. Like, I crossed that one off my bucket list. I really, really enjoyed it. I think this is the highlight of the trip. And then I journaled about the luau there. And so I want to remember my first luau. This is a picture of my husband and I. My husband bought me a dress, and they provided the leis for us, the wooden leis, and then they each gave us a crown made out of, I believe they're coconut leaves. And then I had a flower in my hair, so I just decided just to stick it in there. And then earlier that day, we went to, it says right here what it is, but I can't remember. It's like this something stadium where they have like, what do they call it? Kind of like a swap meet kind of a thing. I don't know how else to describe it, but where they go and they sell things. And so we went earlier, and then this is a picture of us. We were in the back seat. Our friends picked us up, and I just wanted to take a picture of our hands together. So I just put you and me. And then again, this is a picture of us in bed. Again, at 6 in the morning, we were already awake. And then Ramy and his wife, Tammy, and then they picked us up, and we went to this marketplace thing, this swap meet thing, and we just went and looked around, bought a couple of things, bought a couple of souvenirs for family and friends. And then we had these skewers. They had these chicken and pork, and I forget what else, these skewers, kebabs or whatever. So we had some of those. And then we decided to go back to the beach. Always back to the beach. And then we took this picture with this, I forget, this famous surfer. I forget what his name is. And then a picture of our hotel. And then this is a picture of our whole gang. There were supposed to be 13 of us, but a couple didn't make it, and we were just a group of 11. But this is all our table of all our friends. And then this is just a picture of some of the dancers. And then this picture is very special because my friend Tammy, she snapped a picture of my husband and I. So like at the very end, they decide to bring up all the people that had just were just married, celebrating a honeymoon, stuff like that. And then there was this one couple celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. And it was so special because the husband, he was pushing his wife in a wheelchair. And you know, he just did everything he could to take his wife, and I got so emotional. I don't know why. And then they said for all the couples, if they want to dance with them, because he held his wife up because she couldn't walk, and they danced on the stage. And oh my gosh, I just lost it, guys. You could see that I'm crying, and my husband's laughing at me. He goes, "What's wrong? Why are you sad?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed with the emotion, because it's just, you know, I just love to see love stories like that. Like, he just did everything. Like, the dancers that were there, like, pulled her up from this on the stage because she had a wheelchair, and it was just beautiful. And then you could see all the couples, you know, some of them were standing, but we got to dance to Blue Hawaii, and the chief was singing, and it was just so beautiful. The music, I just felt it so strong that love still exists, and there's still wonderful love stories out there in a world where there's so many divorces and, you know, breakups, that there's still couples and, you know, marriage couples that have been married for many years and that are very still in love. So that one was a keeper. I had to put that one in the books. Very, very special. And then, so then this is just Sunday's happenings on this side, and the gratitudes for that day and the feelings for that day. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is it. I'm so happy to finally finally have this album completed. All the memories, all the pictures. I'm totally looking forward to doing the Week in the Life project again. I know that they do it twice a year, I believe. So yeah, I just made it my own. This is not the way everybody else is doing it, as you can see. I totally adapted it to my own liking, but I think, you know, I think it came out great for my first time. Not bad, right? I just love to see like this chunkiness. But I do believe that if you do have a formula and you just do it the same way for all the days, there's like really no room for error. But hopefully you guys did the project as well. Let me know in the comments if you did, or if you plan to do one. You can always do one now. It doesn't have to be, you know, when they did. I believe they did it during a week in June. I believe it started June 20th. I believe it's the Ali Edwards project, and everybody was doing it that week. But you can always do it and adapt it to any week that you would like. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next crafty video. Bye, guys.